It is time for the Monday edition of Litter Media Live for this April 27th, 2026, the final full week of, well, it's not even a full week of May is going to be here before you know it.
It's the last Monday in April.
It is.
We can say that, yeah.
But May Day is coming up, and that'll be Friday, which happens to be Chillicothe Yellow Day.
And my half birthday.
So you're almost to the next level.
Yes. Do you know how old I'll be turning this year?
Will you be 26?
Yes. It's easy to remember how old I will be turning.
Because you were born in the year 2000.
Yes.
Oh, to be a kid again. I was born in 1962. Wow. And I was always the baby wherever I worked. And that's not the case anymore.
Now you're the oldest.
Now I'm the oldest. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Mike. Mike was the oldest, and then he retired. So those things happen.
Well, we could hire someone older than you.
we could.
Yes,
we could.
And then again, you can be the middle child of Litter Media.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
To once again feel young. It's a mindset, I think. That's where it'd have to go. Thank you for tuning in today. We have a lot of things to share with you, so we're going to get to those in just a bit, including a taste test today.
Yes.
If you missed our special edition that we had earlier today, that was with McDonald's as we wished Jana Deddy well. She is going to be retiring here in the next couple of weeks and welcoming Emily Schmidt to the McDonald's fold. They brought some drinks for us to try. Some specialty drinks.
Yes. And these drinks they got here at the same time as our guests, so over an hour ago.
So they're how do we say this?
They might not be as fizzy as they will be tomorrow when you go get them fresh from McDonald's.
Right.
But the flavor will still be there.
Yes. I mean, for instance, if you go through the drive-thru, you got it. You're ready to go. Mm-hmm. How often are you going to go get a drink and then let it sit for an hour and a half?
You know, I actually do that a lot more than
do you really?
I'll stop at where my wife works after I leave here, and I'll usually get a drink, and then I'll go home, I'll sit at my computer, and I'll do some more work. Mm-hmm. But a lot of the times I forget that I grabbed that drink until it's halfway melted. Yeah.
Sometimes you have to do that with a milkshake because it might be a little too thick, but that's coming up shortly. But first, let's take a look at what our forecast is doing for us to start off the work week. We'll have a few clouds here and there, but otherwise nice sunny, and we'll have temperatures reaching near 80 degrees. It was pretty cool over the weekend, not so much today, so we're starting to warm up already. And if you're going to a spring sport event, you don't have to worry about taking a blanket out with you today. Maybe a light jacket just in case, but it should be pretty good. We are expecting some rain, however, that is currently in the Midwest and is starting to make its way across the Mississippi and into the Indiana area, so we may see that in the morning hours. But then some more sunshine later tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures will be in the 70s. And then Wednesday will start to cool off again. More showers are expected. Temperatures only in the 60s. In fact, I think it was Ben Gilbert on Channel 4 last night was saying we might, in some of the outlying areas, see some frost.
Oh, boy.
Before Friday morning.
Wow.
Are you ready for that again? The roller coaster
we need to just decide what season it is. That's all.
It's spring in Ohio, right?
I guess.
It is. All right, just ahead, we'll take a look at what's making news for you, beneficial news that you can use. But first, Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is your trusted comfort advisor. And last night I was doing a little bit of maintenance for my air conditioning unit, and part of that was there's buildup that you have to keep an eye on, little germs and things. You have to clean that stuff out with bleach and all so that everything continues to work out. Now, I will tell you, you can do it on your own. However, Accurate has service plans that are available too, and they'll come out and do all that stuff for you. So if you'd like to find out more, click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com. It takes you to accuratehvac.com. You can learn about their territories that they serve and the services they provide as well. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Intermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Intermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
As a professional race car driver, I live for speed, power, and performance, on and off the track. That's why I use the Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. Race into your local dealership today and test drive a new Dixie Chopper.
You can go to littermedia.com and find a lot of what we're going to share with you today, but also make sure you check out our social media sites. We share equally to our website, as well as, in fact, sometimes a little heavier on our social media, right?
I'd say that's probably an accurate assessment.
Mm-hmm. We like accuracy.
Yes.
So if you'd like to learn more, simply go to littermedia.com and you'll find our social media information in the upper right-hand corner. And that includes YouTube, Spotify, and Litter Media Radio as well.
And one of the stories you'll find on our website today comes to us from the Paint Valley Alcohol, Drug Addiction, and Mental Health Board. They're partnering with 8 area parks and preserves and pharmacies to reach those having a behavioral crisis thanks to a new grant. The ADAMH Board was awarded the 988 Lifeline Awareness Grant through the Ohio Association of County Behavioral Health Authorities and the Ohio Department of Behavioral Health. Signage for the 988 Lifeline will be placed in common areas at partnering parks and preserves across the board's 5-county service area, which has a population of over 234,000. The signage will inform those using local trails and parks of the ability to call, text, or chat with 988 staff if they are in crisis.
Of course, through the Bean Foundation, you've heard us talking about 988 on this very program. So, and of course, the Bean Foundation works very closely with the ADAMH Board as well. So just passing that along for you, too. If you see the ad for 988 and the Bean Foundation on our website, click that, and it gives you more information as well at littermedia.com. You can help fill the shelves of our county local food pantries by participating in the Letter Carriers Stamp Out Hunger Food Drive. It's coming up Saturday, May 9th, always the second Saturday in May. They ask that you leave non-perishable food donations in a bag by your mailbox, and that will be delivered to your local food bank as part of the nation's largest single-day food drive. And this has got to be a day you have to feel for your letter carriers. Your postal personnel, they already carry the bag of all that letters and packages and things they bring to you, but then they're packing food back to the mail truck as well. Yeah. So they've got and we always think about them when they go through the rain, the sleet, and the snow, but this is a day in particular I'm sure they love because they know they're helping local food pantries.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's coming up again on Saturday, May 9th.
Ross County Health District's home visiting community baby shower will be Wednesday, May 13th from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the Packard Medical Education Center for pregnant and new moms with a child up to 6 months old. You can come see them for door prizes, food, games, resources, and more. Again, this is May 13th from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the Adina Packard Medical Education Center. For more information, you can call 740-779-9652, extension 2241, or you can email Amy Unger at aunger@rosscountyhealth.org.
Hey, congratulations to Piketon's Ella Woolridge. She was crowned Queen of the Pike County Dog Festival. That's her in the cream-colored dress on your left there. Next to her is her first attendant, Kaylee Pettit, who is also a Piketon Red Streak. And you say both of them are cheerleaders, huh?
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Or the Red Streaks. On the other side, all the girls are together there with Junior Miss Isabel Brown, Little Miss Madeline Shepard, and Princess McKenna Wessel. Congratulations, kids. They are already, and this is kind of like a preview, they're already taking applications for the 2026 Pike County Fair King and Queen competition. The deadline to apply is May 18th, and you can learn more at the Pike County Fair office down in Piketon.
We shared last Friday a look at the Ross County comprehensive plan that's being shared by the Ross County Commissioners. The Commissioners have more preview events across the county, and I'll have a report available on littermedia.com later today that'll let you know when and where the plan will be showing up for citizens to review. But those dates are also on your screen right here, if you can see them. In Bainbridge, they'll be showing the comprehensive plan on May 5th. In Frankfort on May 6th, and in Chillicothe on May 7th. Before that, though, they're going to be in South Salem on the 29th and in Clarksburg on the 30th.
I know we touched on this Friday. You gave a pretty full report there, but what did you glean from that? You know that, first of all, the commissioners have great plans to make these things happen. And I think one of the things that stood out to me was the aging buildings.
Yeah. And they're looking for community feedback, so it's really important that you get out to these open houses and you share with them what your thoughts are, because the commissioners are doing this in the spirit of transparency.
Sure.
They're laying out exactly what it is in front of us, and we can't really help without feedback. Mm-hmm. So it's important to show up to these events.
Did you give them feedback while you were there?
I gave them a little bit of feedback, yeah.
I'm sure it was positive and
it
constructive.
Was, yes.
Yes.
I was asking more clarifying questions than giving feedback.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, you can take a beautiful sights of local community and picturesque landscape with the Ohio Rail Experience this spring. This is in Washington Courthouse. May 1st, that's this Friday, Fayette County Tasting Train. Also, the Spirit of Urbana, Washington Courthouse to Urbana, that is Saturday. And then on Sunday, May 3rd, Urbana train rides to Maitland. The only train I've ever ridden has been at Cedar Point and Kings Island.
Really?
That's the only time I've ever ridden a train. I've always wanted to do that train that goes through like the Hocking Hills and everything. And there used to be a train that went through Huntington Township. And when Missy and I first started dating, going down 772, there was a railroad track you would have to cross. And sometimes you'd have to wait for that train to come through. Well, they took the rail out several years back. And, of course, along, not the flood wall, but the Triangle Trail, I think some of that used to be railroad as well, if I'm not mistaken on that. You would probably know better, having worked for the Ross County Park Service.
Yeah, everything, all that bike path that's runs from here to Washington Courthouse, a lot of that was railroad back in the day.
Okay. So your opportunity to experience the train rides, I know, I think it was this past weekend, part of the Ohio 250 celebration, they were promoting train rides up towards northeastern Ohio, I think is where they were doing a lot of that in celebration of the 250 years of America. All right, coming up, we'll take a look at sports. Stick close for that. There could be a championship decided tonight. Seems kind of early for that, doesn't it?
It does seem kind of early.
We'll tell you more coming up in sports.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals,
Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today. Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary.
Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
Well, Saturday was a pretty nice day, and it was a good day for high school sports activities. You can find results on our website through Haynes Total Health Care Center High School Scoreboard, and make sure you check that throughout the evening today. In fact, we've already put the games that are scheduled to be played up on our score page today. Chillicothe will host Jackson tonight in FAC softball. This has been a showdown in the making. Both teams are 8-0. As they head in to play tonight, here's how the FAC had laid this out. They'll play for instance, they'll play in Chillicothe tonight, but then Wednesday they'll play at Jackson. And they've been doing that throughout the season for their divisional play or their conference play. So having said that, whoever wins tonight will claim at least a share of the FAC softball championship.
That's exciting stuff.
And if that team that wins tonight wins Wednesday, they win it outright. So it's been a showdown of two teams who've won most of their games. I think Chillicothe's only lost 2. I think Jackson's only lost 5 games this year. So again, good luck to both ball clubs. And also, the Huntington Invitational is tonight over at Merle Shoemaker Athletic Complex in Bethel Track in the Huntington Hills. They'll get underway at 4:15 today with some of the field events, and I think the running events begin at 4:30.
Yes. And we want to talk about the NFL draft a little bit because we talked about round 1 extensively when that happened.
Right.
But we didn't talk about the rest of the draft. For the first time in 59 years, 4 players from the same school were taken in the top 11 picks going back to round 1.
And where did they go to school?
They all went to school at Ohio State.
Isn't that incredible?
In fact, the entire starting 11 from the Buckeyes on the 2025 national championship team have been drafted to the NFL.
So those that were juniors the year they won the championship, they were all drafted over the weekend.
Right.
And the ones that weren't drafted because they were juniors the previous year as seniors, or they declared themselves eligible for the draft. So that starting 11 is now
they're all in the league
working on NFL contracts.
That's great.
That is incredible.
That's awesome.
You are a Commanders fan. Obviously, we talked about Sonny Styles.
Sonny Styles is the big one, yeah.
Yeah, I did see, I think Fox Sports gave their draft a C grade.
I saw someone said we had the best draft. So
that's the craziest thing.
Yeah.
Of course, they're all people that probably did mock drafts and were PO'd because they didn't pan out the way they projected it to plan.
One thing I did think we did that was interesting is we used our last pick on a quarterback. And that's not something I have a problem with because it's always good to have backups in the backup room. But he's very different than Jaden Daniels. He's a very stay-in-the-pocket guy. I don't remember his name, but it doesn't seem to mesh with our quarterback room. Yeah. So I don't know what they've got going on.
The Browns quarterback room got a little more crowded. They took the quarterback from Arkansas, who, and let's be honest, if it doesn't work out for him at quarterback, he is an athlete, and they may find another way to get him involved in this offense. But everything we were hearing about it was like, man, this makes one of the other guys obsolete. And if Deshaun Watson is out of the mix, then you've got Sanders and Gabriel, who have limited experience, and another rookie. So that's how it goes. I tried looking through and seeing what the Bengals did. I think everyone in the division, the AFC North, graded out at B for the Bengals and Browns. Imagine that. And A for the Ravens and for the Steelers. So
the big story with the Bengals is Dexter Lawrence, obviously.
Sure.
Which,
not a draft pick, but
right.
He may as well have been a draft pick since they traded that one away.
So. But I think he'll help them out quite a bit.
Yeah. Pretty cool. So congratulations to these guys who are now future millionaires. Those who latch on to a team. And there were a number of guys who were undrafted, and they were being scarfed up as well. And a lot of teams are pleased with who they got. So we'll see how it shakes out come September, I guess, in that regard. All right, the Reds won their series against the Tigers. Didn't have things go their way yesterday, falling in a difficult day. But, man, when they were wearing these uniforms the other day, they did a great job. Friday night, they came from behind. They won it after an hour-and-a-half long rain delay, and then won it handily on Saturday. This is where you see where Sal Stewart is coming off just hitting a 3-run bomb. And they gave up a couple of runs early, but then got them right back and didn't look back. That was all Saturday. Yesterday they lost 8-6, but still they're on their way and still in first place.
8-3.
Did I say 8-6? I'm
yes.
sorry, 8-3, yes. Open up a 3-game set tomorrow night when they host the Colorado Rockies.
And the Guardians, they lost their weekend set to the Blue Jays 2-1. They'll begin a series hosting the Rays tonight at 6:10.
Mm-hmm. And the Cleveland Cavaliers, what happened, guys? They were cranking in Toronto, and then suddenly the Raptors, you can never trust a dinosaur, the Raptors went on like a 17-5 run.
I bet Drake was there and then he left.
You think
and the
that was
Raptors started coming back because he's a bad luck charm. Did you know this?
I did not know this.
Drake has this tendency to go to a high-profile sporting event and he'll wear a jersey or some merchandise from a team, and usually that team ends up losing.
I'd not heard that.
Yeah.
The Drake jinx. Well, they're back in Cleveland. They've got a couple of days to think about this, get back to Cleveland. But now this best of 7 is now a best of 3 series.
Yeah.
As they it's tied at 2 games apiece. All right, coming up in a moment, it's This Date in History. But before we get to this date in history, we're going to have some of our sponsors here. And one of our sponsors is McDonald's. We'll be doing a taste test here shortly of the new refreshers that they have, specialty drinks that will be taking to the menu tomorrow across the country. Details coming up.
But first, we want to tell you about Litter Quality Propane. Nearly 100 years of serving propane users in southern and central Ohio. Reliable supply, reliable service, reliable people. LitterPropane.com.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world with multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
Pain was interfering with Tiffany's active lifestyle. Same-day hip replacement at the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute got her back to the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
All right. Our friends at McDonald's have some new drinks, and these drinks are, I've got them in front of me, strawberry watermelon refresher.
Would you go over there?
Which I have right here, and we'll be trying that shortly. I also have the mango pineapple refresher.
And that one's got some boba in it. Have you ever had a boba drink?
I have not.
They're little beads of flavor.
Yeah, these little guys right here. And guess where the straw goes? Right down to the boba.
Now, there's some that kind of, they're filled with a juice and they'll explode in your mouth. And there's some that are more of a jelly kind.
I
don't know which kind that is.
I was telling him during the break, I said, my taste buds are already kind of like anticipating what I'm going to taste here.
So I don't know if that's,
a moment.
There's a chewy kind and like a Gushers. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. I'll find out here in a bit. You have the blackberry passion fruit refresher right there. Look, it's pretty.
It is.
I mean, now, you can't see this on the screen, but we've got these lights that are shining at us, and the transparency on it is just fantastic.
You can see the blackberries resting.
Oh, yeah. Very nice. Also, the Dirty Dr. Pepper right there.
With
has
some
a little
cold
bit of
foam.
Yeah, cold foam on top of it there. There's two others that they did not bring today. The Sprite Berry Blast, so it's a blueberry type Sprite drink, and the Orange Dream, so have orange high C and a refresher as well.
And I think those drinks also have this same cold foam.
Ah, is that right?
Which is it gives it a vanilla flavor. Yeah,
you're right there on top. I see. Here's what we are working off of today. So. Let's give them a whirl here.
All right. I'm going to try the blackberry one first.
Okay. Jump right in here.
If you like passion fruit, this is the one to get. It's very passion fruity.
You're not making the face.
I'm not making the face. I don't think this is the fruit that I gravitate towards. But I know this is something my wife would like a lot.
So you're taking it home to your wife. I have a drink carrier right here.
Yeah. And now for the Dr. Pepper.
The Dirty Dr. Pepper, which sounds kind of scary. Dirty Dr. Pepper.
It tastes like a vanilla Dr. Pepper.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
A vanilla Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, that's what it tastes like.
Now, there's already 23 flavors in Dr. Pepper. So you add a little vanilla.
A little more vanilla, yeah.
A little more? Okay, very nice. All right, so my favorite, I think, is going to be this guy right here.
And
this
that's
is
your
the
strawberry
watermelon. These are all part of the McCafe drink lineup that you'll be able to start enjoying tomorrow.
And they're not limited edition. Jane and Daddy told us these are going to stick around.
Woo! Yeah, lot of strawberry, heavy on the strawberry.
Yeah.
And my tongue is just like jumping. I like this. I can taste the strawberry more than I can the watermelon. And it's tart.
Yeah.
Very tart.
Well, I do see strawberries in there.
Yes.
I don't see any watermelon.
Yeah, there's a lot of strawberries up around the top right there. Oh, my goodness. That's very strong. This, however... This is the mango, and you call it boba?
Yeah.
Boba, right down in there. And I knew as soon as I stuck the straw in it, I'm like, it's going right to the boba.
It says mango pineapple.
Mango pineapple. Yeah. I told him, I said, let's do this towards the end of the show because my mouth will be watering the whole time, and it is still watering from the previous drink. All right, here we go. Mango pineapple boba blast. They are blasting in my mouth.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think of that? You've never experienced boba
I've never
before.
experienced. It's like, hey, there's something in my drink.
I don't like it. I don't like the bobas.
Yeah, it's like little tiny marbles, but they're really soft.
Yeah.
Almost like caviar.
Yeah. Kinsey, she also is a fan of boba. I'm real particular about textures, and so I'm not.
It's like, ooh, wow. And they have a little tartness to them.
Yeah.
They're like little tiny grapes.
Yeah.
Might be a way of saying it.
Yeah. But what are they?
Very nice.
Are they fruity? Do they taste like a mango or a?
Well, in fact, I didn't have any boba pop up that time.
Oh, okay.
Let me try again. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're a little sweet. I like that.
All right.
So I assume maybe they're like a cherry flavor. I don't know. But they're little tiny red things on the bottom.
It says strawberry popping boba.
Oh, strawberry. So double strawberry, back for more. Very nice.
So that's a mango and pineapple drink with your strawberry boba.
And my strawberry watermelon that I just enjoyed too.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've got some on the computer. I got to get that over there.
Very cool.
Got an extra napkin over there.
I'm using them as coasters.
I think I've got it. I've got it there. But thank you. These are available at McDonald's beginning Tuesday. My mouth is watering. Tuesday, this juiciness is going on right here. You can find them Tuesday at McDonald's in Circleville, Greenfield, Waverly, and all of the McDonald's locations here in Chillicothe. East Main Street, Western Avenue, on Bridge Street, next to 2nd, and also Bridge Street and Chillicothe Mall. Thank you to McDonald's. Yeah. And congratulations to Janadetti. She's going to be retiring here soon. Emily Schmidt was in with her today. That special edition is up on our YouTube channel, right?
It is.
Check it out now. All right, time for this date in history. I have little slivers of boba in my mouth here.
Do you want me to read it, or are you good?
No, I think I'm good.
All right.
I think I'm good. This date in history, 1514, Copernicus makes his first observations of Saturn. There's a ring around that thing. Saturn currently 963,066,929.64 miles away from Earth.
You got to wonder, in 1514, how are you seeing this thing? And it's that far away.
You have pretty good eyesight. Maybe you ate a lot of
carrots, yeah.
I don't know. That is, I'm sure they didn't Da Vinci put together a telescope of some sort?
I don't know.
I was thinking that's the case.
Maybe.
So maybe he was privy to that. So,
but Saturn, not the only planet with rings. It's the only one with visible rings.
Right.
Which I think is pretty cool. Earth has rings.
And there's a lot of stuff in that ring.
Yeah.
Too. A lot of
space junk.
Yeah. Yes. Tomorrow we have a special edition. I'm going to get to this before you get to the national days.
Okay.
Special edition of the 3rd annual Kid Palooza. It's coming up May 3rd, so it's this coming Sunday. It is open to the public, and they've had it up at the Ross County Service Center the first 2 years. They're moving it down into Yaktangi Park. So you'll have an opportunity to enjoy some fun games, activities for all ages. They'll have free giveaway baskets, free community resources and providers, food trucks. They'll have face painting, free prizes, music, and a lot more. Again, it's in the Inderland Circle portion of Yaktangi Park, which will be on that side of what you're seeing now on the aerial shot that we showed from Yaktangi Park in the Park Lake there.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll talk about that tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. National days, what do we have?
We have Babe Ruth Day.
1, 2, 3, you're out.
Let's see why it was Babe Ruth Day. It doesn't say why it was today. Interesting.
Yeah, I think we established that his birthday is actually in February.
It is, February 6th. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. If you know why today is Babe Ruth Day, then let us know.
Is this the day he stepped away from baseball? It doesn't say.
That's the only date on there is February 6th, though. I don't know why it's... You'd think they would tell us.
You would think.
Anyway, it's also Devil Dog Day. I don't know what a devil dog is.
A Marine.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why they call them devil dogs. They call them devil dogs, jarheads, and leathernecks.
I've heard jarhead before.
Yeah.
Huh. Gummy Bear Day, which I don't like gummy bears. And you were talking about this.
Yeah, I'm not a gummy bear fan. I know kids they go crazy for these gummy bears and the worms and that kind of stuff.
I don't like the worms either. No.
And it's not for me.
Prime rib day.
Yeah, I'll take prime rib.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
Yeah. And it's also tell a story day. And you have a story you'd like to tell.
We do have a story we'd like to tell. This past Thursday was Miss Amelia and her first grade classes at Huntington Elementary, their class play. It was called Bunnies, the Musical. And we've got some exclusive footage here to share with you on Litter Media.
Did she see you? Did she know where to look?
She didn't until I think there was a moment here she looks up and she sees.
It looks like she's looking for you.
Yeah, she was looking throughout the whole thing. Those of you that don't know who she is, she's one in the tan t-shirt right there in the middle. And they're singing a song that has been stuck in my head ever since Thursday night. We're adorable. They certainly were adorable. There was a moment where her eyes did lock with us, and she had her hands up underneath her chin, and she gives me a quick little wave. What a neat story, though, because the story is there are a bunch of bunnies, and there were some wolves. So there was a wolf pack there, and they did this crouching kind of thing, singing about the wolves and how the wolves are going to come and try and eat the bunnies.
Yeah.
And so what happens is the bunnies win them over, and then the wolves end up dancing with the bunnies, and they do a bunny hop through it all.
Yeah.
It was pretty cute. It was only a half hour long, and I tell you, the paparazzi of Grandma, Grandpa, aunts, uncles,
Yep.
all of them. Smartphones were everywhere.
Yep.
It was fantastic. So it was our first time to experience something like that. And I was waiting to see if she would do what her dad did. Dan Jr. in the first grade, he was at Hamilton South Elementary when I worked in Columbus. And so he's looking for us. And at the old Hamilton South, it's no longer here. In fact, his entire school education has been wiped out by new buildings. Wow. So they got rid of all the buildings he's ever gone to school in and created new buildings. But at any rate, they were in the cafeteria and they were on risers. Well, we were sitting way in the back, and I could see him looking for us. Had his cowboy boots on and had his Santa hat and the whole deal, and he couldn't see us, and I could see him start to well up like he was going to cry.
Oh, no.
And I'm waving, I'm going, here we are, but everybody else is waving at their kids too. And he covers his eyes like this and goes through all the rest of the motions, but never took his hands off of his face.
Poor guy.
So when they stood up, he stood up like this. When they sat down like this. And I felt so bad for him. I wanted to go up and help him. And then at the end of it, we got up there and he was like, oh, hey, there you are. Well, we were right there the whole time.
Yeah.
His teacher was Miss Boring. How'd you like to have that?
That's an unfortunate name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun to see. There's nothing like going and watching kids. I know there's times when my niece Kate, who recently got married, by the way, when Kate was in gymnastics, I watched her over here at the Ross County YMCA, and I was sitting with her dad, and we had watched, I think, 5 floor routines to the same music before Kate performed. And I said, how do you do this? And he says, you power through as best you can. Because he had seen that floor routine, heard that same music at several other gymnastic events. So, but you do it because they're your kids and you love them. So see what you have to look forward to.
But not yet.
One of these days.
Not yet, though.
One of these days.
But not yet.
All right. That's it for the program, and that's my story, and I'm going to stick to it on Tell a Story Day.
Yes.
Coming your way shortly, we'll get you caught up to date with more details of what's going to happen today. We'll share with you tomorrow, and we'll give you previews of things, too. But until then, I'm going to enjoy more Strawberry Watermelon Refresher from McDonald's, available for you beginning tomorrow.